Hello friends, long time no see. Lots have happened in the past, I don't know, how long haven't I posted? Maybe at least a year or two, right? I moved to a new city. I baked some vegan Danish cookies yesterday and they came out a little harder than they're supposed to be, but beautiful and they're really delicious. But I won't ramble on because I know you probably have seen the title, and I'm super excited about what I'm doing today because, you know, with July being the no plastic challenge and then me actually finding out that a brand new zero waste shop bulk store opened up in my town. So I was super pumped. And I think that's just everything coming together telling me, hey Jing, you have tried out some low waste products and why don't I just kind of share? So when you go on to July and then maybe try some of these products out, or maybe when you're curious, here's my piece of opinion that might be helpful. So before making this video, I was just looking through these brands that I purchased from and then learning some things about them here and there. And I feel like a couple of things I even learned about just plastic in general was, you know, I knew that there's tons of plastic already in the ocean. I've seen documentaries and they're really, really hard to watch. But did you know that only 9% of the plastic in the US is recycled, no matter how much like we put in our bins? 9%. Let's take that and process for a little bit. That data is from EPA, so Environmental Protection Agency here in the US in 2018. So just kind of sad to hear these things and, you know, the common things about like, you know, plastic taking 450 plus years to decompose, and so much of it is also still water bottles, right? But also just making a point that how some of that's still needed by, you know, some of the marginalized community with maybe the disabled community, that's needed, but maybe for the majority of us, maybe we can cut down of that use, right? Yeah, so just learning about some of the fun facts even make me more say, okay, what can we do, right? When aside from, you know, supporting the organizations and the friends that are doing the political activism about pushing for policies, because that's really going to be the biggest change. And I want to stress that here because, yes, I have taken some individual actions, but they're not to say that they should only fall on individuals, right? What individuals can do is really minimal compared to how huge corporations that are making these huge changes that impact societies. And, you know, that's a whole new video, and there's so many more people that can speak on it more eloquently than I can. But these things that I've been trying out excite me, right? That make me feel like I'm making a positive impact, and maybe some of the things that you can try and you've been wanting to try for a while. So I will jump into that. I will start out with what I've been using the most, and I will pull it up over here, even though they look ridiculous. Okay, so these, I think it's the paper that it came with, the packaging. I still haven't bought, you know, the bamboo proper sets that you're supposed to put shampoo bars and conditioner bars on. I just haven't got around to them, and I haven't needed them. So, you know, if I don't find it necessary to buy them, not gonna buy them just yet. Better for the planet anyways. So you will see that they're actually pretty different size. So these are the HiBar Moisturize Set, and that comes with a shampoo and a conditioner. I would say maybe the conditioner is kind of close to its original shape still, after I think I've been using it maybe for about 3 months now. So 3 months with all that. I still have so much of it left. Yeah, so surprisingly, I think I use the shampoo more. The way I do it is I kind of just rub it in the shower and it will foam up pretty easily, and then I'll kind of put down the soap and then kind of move on to my scalp and then move on from there. And you really don't need that much. Like with water, the foam comes out pretty easily. Although their soap, right? Are they going to kind of strip my scalp and then make it feel uncomfortable? But, you know, they designed these soaps specifically for scalp use, and then they have tried to put ingredients in there that's not going to be stripping. So honestly, I've been loving them. They foam easily for me. They clean really well for me. I really like the smell. Like I said, for the shampoo, I just foams it up, put it down, move it onto my scalp. I think I usually do maybe like 2 washes. The first one is just kind of get the grease out, and the second one is really I can kind of massage it in. And then the conditioner is actually even more fun, where you kind of just hold the fat part of the end and then just use the slanted part, go onto my hair. it would feel like you're not doing much at first, but just after a couple times of coating through and then wait for a little bit, wash it off, and my hair feels great. So I've been really, really liking them. I got them from Whole Foods, I think, and at the time, I think Whole Foods might have also been having like a 25% off wellness health sale. So that was really good. So if you ever see one of those and you have one of those sales and you have a Whole Foods close to you, I think that make them really accessible. Just a little bit about the company. I went onto the website, although slightly disappointed of not seeing kind of a sustainability page all on its own. Once I got to that about page, it was a really cute story about how watching a trash-filled beach was the catalyst of a group of people in Minnesota wanting to create just plastic-free hair care and make that accessible. And they are in lots of retail stores. So I was really happy that I came across that story. And then the amazing work that they're doing, because I honestly really, really enjoy. I think moving on to the future, once I finish them, I will also be trying out other shampoo bars just to see how they differ. But I think this will always be a safe bet that I come back to if I don't like the other ones. So that was for HiBar. And then I also, I think, placed a Grove Collaborative order. So what I like about Grove is, you know, they're a lot bigger company. It's really like a marketplace for a lot of sustainable businesses. So I was able to buy a bunch of different things on there, and you know, they have explicitly talked on their website that they're going to be 100% plastic free by 2025. For the HiBar, they already are, and then for Ethique, that I'm going to talk on later, they are as well, because you know, with a smaller product line that they're only making their own products, it's easier for them to do so. And Grove Collaborative, making it clear, I think, you know, that's a start. Maybe can we do a little, you know, earlier than 2025? But I'm glad that they kind of pointed out explicitly. They're also certified B Corp, and that's a nonprofit certification for like for-profit companies to verify their social and kind of environmental performances. So that's always comforting to know that a third party certified this business. I will talk on a couple things I tried from them. Okay, I'll start with the super soap saver, right? We know what soap we've seen what soap saver is, but I really didn't know that how much of a. I really, really love it. That's what I want to say, because I realized that, you know, I hear people talk about how they can like put scraps of soap in there, and I say, yeah, that makes sense, right? But then the thing is, it's one thing to hear people talk about it, and then another thing to try it for yourself, and then for you to say, oh, you know, this tiny bit piece of soap, and I like, you know, I can rub it and then maybe put it somewhere and then put it on myself. But when they really get to tiny itty bitty pieces, and then you put it in a soap bar, and it just foams beautifully, and you can hang it, you know, in the bathroom. It dries. I think soap saver really a game changer for me. So that's a soap saver, and then inside it was a decent sized bar. That's the Grove Collaborative just their regular bar soap, and I picked the lavender flavor. And it smells really strong, and I really like it. And the lavender flavor, I don't eat it, I promise. It's really nice, and I really like it. Maybe like a decent 4-ounce size bar. It was moisturizing. I didn't feel like it was stripping off my skin, so love that. And then, okay, the reason I want to bring this up first before I bring out the next one, which is their Hydrating Bar Soap. It's this bottle. Let me back up. So this is the soap saver bag, and this is their bottle for hydrating hand soap. And then you can kind of pick a flavor, pick a scent here. I promise I don't eat soap. And this one has 3 refills, and you know the reason why they come with these is this is aluminum, and that's a lot easier to recycle than, you know, what I just touched on, where 9% of plastic, only 9% gets recycled here in the US. So I wanted to try it out. Of course, you know, by shipping something like this that's really heavy, that's gonna have a slightly bigger environmental impact. But especially when people maybe live where they're not near a low-waste shop or cannot buy a bulk option, like maybe something like this could serve you really well. I also got a makeup remover from Grove, and it's by the company Super Bloom. So once you wet it, and then you have makeup, and I think with warm water you can just kind of slowly kind of wipe it away, and that's going to take the majority of your makeup off. And I have found it pretty effective when I even have heavier foundation and then maybe eye makeup on. I would say that I try to go in with just some form of cleanser water afterwards just to know for sure that I'm getting everything off. And I think sometimes it will be, you know, slight things here and there, cracks that it's hard to reach. But I think with just removing the majority of the makeup off, it's doing a really, really good job. And then the last thing I tried from them is the Dr. Tun's Smart Floss. It's not gonna... The only thing I would say about this is I really didn't like the scent. And I think, you know, these things are things that you really have to not hate one particular part of it to continue using it. So yeah, no for me. Hello, ran out of storage. Also in the back. And also realized that the camera has been focusing on my poster, which is a beautiful poster. It's the SF Earth Day beautiful poster, but kind of sad. But it's okay. Yeah, so I was saying that I didn't quite like the Smart Floss. I just don't think the flavor of it was something that I'd get on board, so I won't be buying that again out of the things here. And then we move on to Ethique, which Ethique is also another great company. It's, I think, based in the US. It's also certified B Corporation. They have tons of great labels on their site that talks about, you know, like they donate 2% of their sales to charity, and they're palm oil free, cruelty free and vegan, and they have all compostable packaging. So let's talk about what I have bought from them, what I've been using, and so also some of the things that I bought but I haven't just tried out just yet. So I have the Ethique solid body butter, and this is in the scent of Jasmine Lang Lang. And you'll see here, this is kind of just like a bar form of body butter. I remember using body butter back when I, you know, bought like a case of it from Body Shop, right? But then that's more liquidy and spreadable. But this one, I would have to say the scent, I really, really love the scent. I think this is probably one of the best like scented products that I really enjoy. So the way I apply them is just kind of like going after shower, go onto my skin, and then you kind of just rub it, and it really, really quickly kind of turns into this creamy format. So yeah, so it's really easy to apply, and also just having kind of this bar form, if you want to go on your legs and then go on your arm, that's just super easy. So I think I haven't found it super difficult to apply, even though, you know, it's kind of a brand new format of like moisturizer in a stick form. So I actually think I really, really like this. It's a stick, right? So you kind of push it up and then it will just come out. So that's always easy to kind of just put it back in and then close it. Yeah, so this one I've been loving. And the other thing I got from them is this face sampler. So Ethique, aside from making, you know, just like the regular body butter and soap, bar soaps, hand soaps, they also have lots of skincare products like face care. These are 5 solid minis that they have from their face care range. It has 2 different types of cleansers for normal to oily skin, and then one for normal to dry skin. And then they also have a facial scrub. They have a solid face serum and a solid face cream. And I'll show you here what it looks like. If it doesn't fall over. So you see, they're all in these like super cute heart-shaped bar format, and they might seem super small, but honestly, when it's for your face and it's bar form, it actually will, I think it will last me a long, long time, because I've been using this particular one, which is called the Saving Face Serum, solid face serum for all skin types, maybe for like 2 weeks now, and it really doesn't look like I've made much damage at all. It tells you, and that's the way I've been applying it as well, which is just to swipe the bar directly across my face. And sometimes, you know, when I come out of the shower and then like, or maybe when I wash my face isn't like too warm, so I kind of warm it up on my hand a little bit and then kind of go on to that swiping motion. I would say that for sure this is less spreadable than kind of a serum or cream or any type of moisturizer that you would usually get, right? And it does take just maybe a swipe or two to kind of warm up. But I think moisturizing wise, I think it does an okay job. I don't think I feel super moisturized afterwards. And then even when I kind of swipe across my entire face and I kind of want to do that last motion of, you know, just kind of like a small massage across your skin and just to make sure every area is covered, sometimes that would still be a little hard to spread, just because I think it's still relatively not such a creamy texture. And I think I would say that when I wash my face in the morning, I don't feel like my face is super smooth, which I honestly don't know if that's supposed to be a feeling that skincare leaves like the morning after, that how you're supposed to feel. But I I think my skin still feels moisturized. I don't think it feels dry. I definitely don't like kind of go around my day and then be like, this like certain parts are skin peeling or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna try it out for a little longer and then see what's the verdict on that. But so far, honestly, not too much complaint. Other than the fact that like right now how you store it, you know, it's not so easy in a pump or in a kind of a bottle format, so I kind of put it back into this little case here and I rest it just at my nightstand. So out of the 5 bars here, I also tried this deep green, which is the solid face cleanser for oily to normal skin. I think I have a combination skin. I kind of the T-zone area that would be more oily, and I've tried it maybe 3 or 4 times, and it's super easy to lather. Like once you wet it and then you lather it between the hands, it gets foam really easily, and then I just wash my face and nothing to complain. I really like it there. I don't think there's too much of a scent. I think it cleans my face after a normal day of wear without makeup, just sunscreen, pretty well. So I think I'm still gonna continue to try it out and then see. You know, these type of things is like you gotta give it maybe just a month or 2 for you to kind of see if it's making a difference for your skin at all, which I honestly don't need it to make a difference anyways. I just need it to maintain, so I can probably report back longer term and see how I feel about these. Aside from the face sampler, I think all of the other things I've been trying for a while, and those are just my opinions of them. I said I was going to share what I would get and what I would not get. I think, like I said, face sampler is still yet to find out, but everything else I would keep and then repurchase aside from these 2 things. So this is, like I said, the Smart Floss. I can't care for the flavor of it. Well, in reality, don't like it to the point that I like really dislike my experience of flossing on a daily. And then this aluminum bottle of the hand soap. I think I would not be repurchasing this because the zero waste shop opened up in my neighborhoods, and shout out to them. Hopefully I can make a video with them actually visiting the store and maybe like talking to the owner. They're very nice people that time that I visited. But I'll be able to just bring this bottle going to that local shop and then refill it there. I think this will be a perfect bottle for that, and support local business. You know, when people in your neighborhood putting the effort of making a shop like that happens, I definitely want to give support and then be in that community. So that's all of my takes on the couple of things I've been trying of these low waste, no plastic, skincare, body care products. If you're even watching this video, learning about what No Plastic July Challenge is and interested in more vegan food or just a more sustainable lifestyle, really kudos to you. I think the internet and maybe YouTube was how I found my community, the people that I look up to, the things, the daily lifestyle practices that I can adopt into my life to make my life more inspired and make me feel like I'm making a positive contribution. So really kudos to you for sticking around. Any type of action is action. I think just with this environment, whatever it is that you do and try and maybe explore, give yourself a pat on the shoulder, and I will give you a virtual pat on the shoulder, and then just say good job and thank you for what you do. If you have stuck with me till the end, thank you very much. I'm excited to come back and then just share more of what my life has been up to, what maybe some of the vegan restaurants I've been trying out, what I've been loving here in the Bay Area, because I actually moved to the Bay Area here last August. So yeah, if you feel like you have a plastic-free product that you really enjoy, maybe drop it in the comments, let me know. I would love to give it a try if I find use of it, or maybe what you would be interested in seeing more on this channel. I'm thinking about vegan food reviews around the Bay Area, in SF, in the peninsula, or maybe more cooking videos. I think those would be super fun as well. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!
Hello there! I have this extra minute of me describing some of the cool items I purchased but haven't got a chance to use, so let me know if you're interested in a follow-up video of me sharing my thoughts on them.
I got this hydrating hand wash concentrate from Ethique. This is a bar that will turn into a hand wash in a bottle. So this little bar is worth of 1 bottle of hand soap, which is super interesting. I think I want to try that out and just maybe document that and see what that looks like, as well as 2 different scented Ethique bars. One is matcha, lime, and lemongrass, and one is sweet orange and vanilla. So, you know, these are just super down to your own preference. I listened to these scents and I was like super excited. They sound great. I think I smelled it, maybe might have opened it and just gave it a smell as well, and they smelled amazing. So Sorry. So I will give them a try, and then I don't know. I feel like there's a considerable amount of stuff, so maybe for after I try them out for a while, I'll make a second video. And then the last thing is from Grove, I also got this glass cleaner concentrate, and that will kind of go into a bottle as well, and then you can clean glass with it. Yeah, I'm interested with these concentrates and see if, you know, they kind of work the same as regular cleaning products, which these might be able to save a lot on like shipping weight, which you can pack more with less weight, so that will always be more sustainable.